Hello! Welcome back to my channel. How are you? Today I have a very cute and easy crochet pattern for you. We are going to make a Super Mario inspired superstar keychain. So come with me, let's make it together. We are going to need scissors, tapestry needle, a 2.7mm crochet hook, yellow cotton yarn. I'm using Bernat Softy Baby Cotton. You can use any yarn, but then you have to change the hook size accordingly. Yellow felt. This is optional and I'll tell you why later on the video. Keychain rings. Any black and white scrap yarn. Hot glue gun, which is also optional. This cotton yarn I'm using is a light yarn, it's number 3. So my keychains are small. Make a slip knot, chain 2. Let's start. First, I'll make a slip knot. Okay, so here I have a slip knot and I'll make 2 chains. So here we have 2 chains, and then I'll work 5 single crochets in the first chain I made. I made these star keychains as party favors for my son's birthday party. So I gave one of them to each of the kids and they loved it. There we go. We have a total of 5 single crochets in the end of round 1. Round 2, I increase in each stitch around. In round 2, we are making increases. So we are making 2 single crochets in the same single crochet from round 1, all around. At the end of round 2, we will have 10 single crochets in total. In this pattern, we are working in continuous rounds, so we are not closing the end of the round with a slip stitch. So you can use a stitch marker to help you if desired. Round 3. 1 single crochet, 1 increase. Repeat that block 4 more times. In round 3, we are making 1 single crochet and then 1 increase in the next single crochet from the previous round, which is 2 single crochets in the same single crochet from the previous round. So here, 1 single crochet and then 1 increase in the next. We make this block, which is 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 5 times. And then at the end of round 3, we have a total of 15 single crochets. I hope that is clear. It's pretty easy. 1 single crochet, 1 increase, but not in the same single crochet from the previous round. You have to use 2, right? Single crochets from the previous round. Round 4, 2 single crochet, 1 increase. Repeat this block 4 more times. Round 4 is similar to round 3, but now we make 2 single crochets and then 1 increase. So we make 1 single crochet and then 1 single crochet again in the next stitch from the previous round, and then the increase in the next. So we use 3 different single crochets from the previous round to make this block from round 4. One single crochet, 1 single crochet in the next, and 1 increase in the next again. At the end of round 4, we have 20 single crochets in total. Round 5, single crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, 3 slip stitches. Repeat this block 4 more times. In this round, we are making the 5 star points. The repeating block is single crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, all in the same stitch from the previous round. And then we make 3 slip stitches, 1 in each single crochet from the previous round. So here we go, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet. All together, and then 3 slip stitches separately. 1, 2, 3. We make this repeating block 5 times, and at the end of round 5 we have 32 stitches in total. Don't forget to make the 3 slip stitches. Sometimes I do, and then my star looks like a flower instead. Alright, so here I'm making the last star point. There you are, and then we slip stitch 3 times. Here we make 3 more slip stitches until we reach the tip of the star point. And then we are going to chain 25. In this way we have a long string of chains. After we are done with the 25 chains, we slip stitch back to the star point, forming a loop, and that's where we are going to place the keychain ring. Let's weave in the ends by cutting the yarn and leaving a short tail of approximately 5 inches. What I like to do is to roll the yarn tail around the point of the star, and then I hide the tail behind our star keychain. And I use a tapestry needle to help me to do that. I like to bring the yarn tail all the way down to the center of the star, to the first round. And then we are going to hide the knot, you know, the yarn endings there, pretty soon, and you're gonna see how I do that. But first we have to make the eyes. So we are going to need 2 small strands of this black yarn, and the yarn strands can be of approximately 5 inches each. And we also need 2 small strands of white yarn. They can be shorter strands than the black ones, so they can be of approximately 3 inches each. So here we have 2 strands of black yarn and 2 strands of white yarn. So let's start embroidering the eyes. And we are going to use our tapestry needle for that. So we start making the eyes using the black strands first. And I'm not so good at explaining how to embroider, but you can see how I do it just by watching the video. So I go from behind the star between rounds 2 and 3, and then I go down and I pass the yarn to the back of the star, and I do that twice, so the eyes are a little bit thicker. And then I secure the first eye on the back of the star by making a knot there with the 2 yarn tails. You could also make the eyes with felt, but since I was making a lot of stars, the fastest way was to use yarn, like I did. And then you make the same thing for the second eye. So let's make those yarn tails a little shorter by cutting them. And don't worry about the mess here on the back of the star, because we are going to hide all this. Now with the white yarn, I'm going to make that little detail on the eyes. And I make that on the same way as I did with the black yarn, but it's just a little bit shorter. And I do it only once, so it's thinner than the black part. It's just to add that light detail to the eyes, that point of light. We do the same thing here as we did with the black yarn. We make those tails short by cutting them, and then we are going to conceal them later. Alright, let's add that white part to the second eye in the same way as we did in the first eye. So I come from the back of the star with my white yarn, and then I make a little line there, a short line, by bringing the white yarn to the back of the star. Oh, look at how adorable our superstar is looking already. Well, it's almost done now. We just have to add some finish touch-ups. Now, we have 2 options here, but let's start with the one that I think it's the most beautiful one. So let's start by making 2 chains and then 5 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. The same way we did for the beginning of the star. And then we are going to increase around. So we are going to make 2 single crochets in each single crochet from the previous round, in a total of 10 single crochets. So here, if it's not clear yet, we are making a little circle to sew on the back of the star and hide all those knots that we made when we make the eyes. So it's really simple, we just have to make one more round for this circle that we want to make. So for the third round, we are going to make a single crochet and then an increase. So we are going to have 15 single crochets at the end of this round. So 1 single crochet and then 1 increasing the next single crochet from the previous round. There we are, and then we finish with a slip stitch. Now we cut the yarn, leaving a tail of approximately 8 inches, so we can sew this circle behind the star. Alright, so let's use our tapestry needle for that. And when we sew the circle behind the star, just make sure to hide all those knots and those yarn endings. So what I like to do here is to grab the back post of the single crochet from the circle we made, and then the back of the single crochets from the star. We sew all around the circle, so it's about 15 stitches there, until we close the gap between the circle and the star. So now we weave in the yellow yarn tail from the circle, and we make sure we conceal, that we hide all the tails in between the circle and the star. So we have a clean work, right? So it looks beautiful and very well organized. Or, as a faster option, you can cut a circle out of felt, and using hot glue gun or fabric glue, you glue that circle behind the star to hide all that mess. This is the method I chose for the stars because I made so many, right? And it's a faster option. So I used the keychain rings to trace the circle on the felt before I cut it. And both ways are super cute. Now you just place the keychain rings on your stars, or you can leave the stars without the ring and use it as a charm. It is super cute as a bag charm. So here I have a star with the felt back, and the other one is the star with the yarn circle, with the crochet circle, and they are both super cute and fun to make. So I hope this video is useful for you and that you make some of my stars, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, thanks for watching, and please tag me on my social media if you make one. I would love to see yours.